So I'm sitting here just 2 in the morning, finding it hard to sleep, and I'm doom scrolling. See, and my algorithm seems to think that I need to think about religion or think about psychiatry or something. So it's been feeding me a lot of decent, thought-provoking type videos. And one of the last ones, I don't know, I popped on. It basically said, like, psychologists say that if you go quiet when there's a conflict arising, that it's your way of coping. You feel safer in silence. And that hit. Because, I had a traumatic childhood. Who doesn't, right? But I chose to cope with silence, withdrawing into myself. And it has its benefits, you know. I'm known as very logical. I don't go off the handle. However, I don't speak up where I should. Very afraid of conflict. Like, actually afraid. Unfortunately, having a good vocabulary and being able to speak well doesn't mean anything if I know it's going to come to violence. If I speak, I'm just not going to speak. And every conversation has a chance to go to violence. So it's very hard to know when to speak up and when not to. And unfortunately, the drug addiction was obvious. It's so obvious looking back now. You're like, you were obviously just coping with life and shit. These are just late night conversations that I had with myself. I figured I'd film this one. Because, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Doesn't matter what your echo chamber is. Like, the sad part is, I don't believe I'm right about everything. In fact, I know I'm not. So whatever confidence I have is a false confidence. But in the same turn, there's some hypocrisy there because I have a 16-year-old who depends on me. So I have to be an adult and know what's going on. I have no fucking idea what's going on. And come to find out, nobody does. So you fake it till you make it, right? No. And be honest about everything and you communicate. And I think it will work out for the best because it keeps pressures low. I don't expect him to be an attorney or some high status individual. It would be great if it happened. I would never put that kind of pressure, especially this younger generation coming up. I do not envy them at all. I don't envy us when we go to retire. I'm talking about us in our 30s and 40s. But I feel for the 15-year-old generation now. It scares me. It really does. There's just a lot. I think there's a lot we as a society need to work through. And I know I'm just one dude in a city that nobody really cares about. It seems like you only seem to get notoriety if you're from like a LA or a New York, which ironically I am from New York, but I'm from the asshole of New York, Buffalo. You know what's crazy? I'm an atheist. I said that like a million times. I want to say so badly I'm agnostic, but that would mean I don't know. I am every argument made, and because that's one of the things as you're doom scrolling, and if the algorithm assumes that you're in some sort of a headspace, it's going to keep feeding you, right? So I'm doing psychiatry, governments, and just different things like that. Well, what comes in with that? Religion. Religion is heavily involved, and I'm not religious, but there are similes and metaphors that can be made that definitely impact my life, but that's what religion is, right? So I'm not gonna immediately be like, well, there's life after death now because somebody made a good point on a video. So I think that's getting a little tired. And I get it. I mean, Christians are having a resurgency. Do you, baby boo? I'm just not joining it. I fucks with it though. Charlie, you know? That's not satire. I really fuck with Charlie. It was very sad what happened. Anyway, getting off topic. Squirreling. That's what happens when it's 2 in the morning and you know. It was fucking crazy. My friend was over today, and he's talking to me. He's doing big things. It's funny because we're topsy turvy. It was about 10 years ago. I was doing big things in my career, and he was fucked up. So it's opposite, and it's so cool seeing his ass get up and do the damn thing. And my man is truly handicapped. Not like, oh, I have depression. No, like he has blood tract disease, like bad. And he's coming over, we're talking today, and he's like, you know, I'm gonna stop smoking. I said, why? I said, well, it's getting in the way of this new career that I'm doing. I said, wow, that's a really adult thing to do. I'll join, I can't even say it with straight face. I was like, I support, I won't smoke it when you're over here, and blah, blah, blah. And then he copped an eighth as he ran out. But you get what I'm saying. We're 35, 36. We're starting to talk about, like, we should be full-fledged adults now. None of us feel like it. None of us. Feels like the whole... If you were alive in 2002, it's like you're in a different world. It truly is. And it sucks. And I don't really think there's a way to be an optimist anymore. I think there's realism or pessimism. I don't know how much more real I can be right now. It's not the end of the world. Not yet. If the right people make the right moves, it's not what we're talking about. It's really not. It's never going to happen. And what is one person? I mean, Charlie Kirk showed what one person can do. You know, martyr-wise. And realistically, it's only been, 3 weeks maybe? The world is doing what it does, and it's moving on. And I'm not saying people should be perpetually in grieving, but it shouldn't leave society memory so quickly. Like, our TikTok memory is going to fuck us. It already is. Our kids are dumber than we were at their age. And it's not because they're dumb. It's because attention stuff, the doom scrolling, we can go on and on and on. And let's be honest, the quality of teachers, I said I hated them when I was in school. I had great teachers. When I think about it as an adult looking back, I had great teachers. I had like 2 that I could punch in the face now. But realistically, 98% of them were great people. These fucking teachers they got teaching now, talking pronouns and shit. They don't seem to. If your kid isn't like fucking an A honor roll student, they don't give a shit about it. They're so ready to call home with a bad story, but never get called with a good story. You know. Just this is the thing. We want to see is negative and something to complain about, and just bad all the time. I just want to see something fucking good happen and be praised for once. Not something good happen and then be, deconstructed. Well, you thought it was good, but here's the 4 reasons why it was really bad. Okay. Good argument. There's no good, there's no bad, we're all just morally gray. Maybe I should stop smoking weed. I'm not going to. But, you get what I'm saying. I don't know. I've been rambling for like 11 minutes. I'm done. It's 2 in the morning. I need to go to sleep. I really hope that some things that I said resonated with the right people. Because our headspace is not right. And I think you know that. I think you know that. I know it. That's all that fucking matters. You guys enjoy your night. Sure, we'll talk soon.